Go back to sleep.
I want to beat the other fellas to the streets. I don't want them seeing I ain't been walking too good.
You know how many guys found a leg for sympathy? That fake leg of yours is a gold mine.
Someone gets the idea I can't make it on my own to lock me up in the refuge for good. Be a pal, Jack. Help me down.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! You want to bust your other leg, toe?
No, I would want to go down.
You'll be down there soon enough. Take a minute. Drink in my penthouse, high above the stinking streets of New York.
You're crazy.
Crazy because I want a breath of fresh air, because I like seeing the sky and the stars.
You're seeing stars, alright.
Them streets down there, they suck the life right out of my old man. Years of rotten jobs stomped on by bosses. And when they were through with him, they tossed him the pipe, just like yesterday's pay. Well, they ain't doing that to me.
But everybody wants to come here.
New York's fine for those who got a big, strong door to lock it out. But I'm telling you, Crusher, there's a whole other way out there. Right? So you keep your small life in the big city. Give me a big life in a small town. And they say folks is dying to get here. Me, I'm dying to get away to a little town out west that's spanking new. And while I ain't never been there, I can see it clear as day. If you want, I bet you can see it too. Close your eyes, come with me, where it's clean and green and pretty. And they went and made a city out of clay. So the minute that you get there, folks will walk right up and say, welcome home, son, welcome home to Santa Fe. Planting crops, splitting rails, swapping tales around the fire. Oh, except for Sunday, where you lie around all day. So your friends are more like family, and they's begging you to stay. That neat, living sweet in Santa Fe.
Got any folks there?
Yeah, I got no folks, no ways. You?
I don't need family. I got friends.
Hey, how's about you come with me? Nobody cares about no bum leg in Santa Fe. You just help a Palomino, riding in style.
Picture me riding in style.
Hey, I bet a few months of clean air and you could toss that crutch for good. You can bet we won't let them bassies beat us. We won't beg no one to treat us fair and square. There's a life that's worth the living, and I'm gonna do my share. Wipe the land, chase the sun, swim the whole Rio Grande just for fun. Watch me stand, watch me run. Hey, don't you know that we's your family? Yeah, would I let you down? No way. Just hold on, kid, till that train makes Santa Fe. Time for dreaming's done. Hey, Specs, Albert, Elma, Racer, Henry, get a move on. Those papes ain't gonna sell themselves.
I was having the most beautiful dream. My lips is still tingling.
A pretty girl?
A leg of lamb.
Hey! That's my cigar!
You'll steal another.
Hey, look! It's bath time at the zoo. I thought that I'd surprise my mother.
If you can find it.
Who asked you?
Maybe take someone like I used to. I need a new selling spot. Got any ideas?
From bottom alley to the heart. There's easy pickings guaranteed. Try any pickup pump or mama. They almost all knows how to read.
It's a crooked game we're playing, one we'll never lose. Long as suckers don't mind paying just to get bad news.
In a fine life, carrying the banner through it all. A mighty fine life, carrying the banner talking tall. When that bell rings, we go where we wishes. Free as fishes, shore beats washing dishes. What a fine life, carrying the banner home for you.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Beautiful.
Step back, Romeo, nothing what concerns you here. Morning, miss. May I interest you in the latest news?
The paper isn't out yet.
I'd be delighted to deliver it to you personally.
I've got a headline for you. Cheeky boy gets nothing for his trouble.
Hey, Slugger, you struck out.
I'm crushed.
Hey, Crunchy, what you legs say? Gonna rain?
And no rain. Oh, finally, cloudy, clean by evening.
They got the followers, guy.
And the limb sells 50 pigs a week all by itself.
Hey, I don't need to lift to sell papes. I got personality. It takes a smile that spreads like butter. I got that going to ladies' head.
It takes an orphan with vagina, who's also blonde and dead.
Summer stinks and winter's freezing when you work's outdoors. Start out sweating, end up sneezing in between it pores. Still to find life, carrying the banner, dry life, carrying the banner. A bunch of big shots
defenseless wakers.
I take care of the guy who takes care of me.
Isn't your father one of the strikers?
They take care of me.
You want some of that too? You loud, crap.
Hey, whoa! That is not nice, Morris.
5-1 Jack skunks him. Yeah!
One unfortunate day, you might find you got a bum game of your own. How would you like us picking on you? Hey, how about we find out? You're gonna have to catch me first.
We're always out there, carrying the betterment to men. We're always out there, soaking every sucker that we can. Here's a headline, Newsies on a mission, kill the competition, sell the next edition. We'll be out there, carrying the banner, see us out there, carrying the banner, always out there, carrying the banner.
Line up, boys.
Morning, Weasel.
The name's Wiesel.
Ain't that what I said? I'll take the usual 100 papes.
100 papers for the wise guy.
How you doing, Weasel?
At least call me Mister.
I'll call you sweetheart if you spot me 50 babes.
Drop the cash and move it along.
Whatever happened to romance?
Good morning, Mr. Wiesel.
50 papers for Crutchy. Oh, get a load of this. A new kid.
I do too.
What?
Huh. Don't worry, kid. Rubs right off.
I'll take 20 newspapers, please.
All right, 20 for the new guy. Let me see a dime.
I'll pay you when I sell them.
Hey, come on, kid. It's all cash up front.
Well, whatever I don't sell, you'll buy back, right?
Certainly. And every time you lose a tooth, I put a penny under your pillow. Come on, cough up the cash and move it along. All right, come on. Now, Albert, let me see your money.
Hey, Mr. Weasel. You have a very interesting face, did you know?
You think so?
Ever think of getting into moving pictures?
I could. You think?
Yeah, just buy a ticket. They let anyone in.
Excuse me, sir. I paid for 20 newspapers and you only gave me 19.
You seen how nice I was to this new kid. And what do I get for my civility? Ungrounded accusations.
I'm just trying to get what I paid for.
He said beat it.
Hey, whoa. No kid's right, Weasel. You gave him 19. I'm sure it's an honest mistake on account of Oscar can't count to 20 with his shoes on.
Yeah. Take a hike.
Give the new kid 20 more papes.
I don't need any more papes.
What kind of news you don't want more papes?
I'm not a cherry case. I don't even know you.
His name's Jack.
This here's the famous Jack Kelly. Once escaped jail in the back of Teddy Roosevelt's carriage. Made all the papes.
How old are you, kid?
I'm 10. Almost.
Well, if anybody asks, you're 7, all right? Younger sells more papes, and if we're going to be partners...
Well, who said we want partners? Hey, selling with Jack's the chance of a lifetime. You learn from him, you learn from the best. If he's the best, what's he need with me?
Because you got a little brother, and I don't. That puss could easily sell 1,000 papes a week. Here, what's it? Look sad, kid. We're gonna make millions.
This is my brother David. I'm Les.
All right, nice to meet you, Davey. My 2 bits come off the top. We split everything else 70-30.
50-50. You wouldn't try and pull a fast one on a little kid.
60-40, and that's my final offer.
Deal.
That's disgusting.
It's just business. Newsies, hit the streets. The sun is up, the headline stinks, and this kid ain't getting any younger.
Carrying the banner, always out there, carrying the banner.
is in trouble. Her circulation is down for the third quarter in a row.
Mr. Pulitzer, every paper circulation has been down since the war ended.
Whoever said war is hell wasn't trying to sell newspapers.
We could use an exciting headline.
What we got today?
Trolley strike.
It's not exciting, it's epic.
It's boring. Folks want to know, is the trolley coming or ain't it? Nobody cares why.
And the strike's about to be settled. Governor Roosevelt just put his support behind the workers.
That man is a socialist.
Teddy Roosevelt is no socialist. He's an American hero.
The man wants to outlaw football for being too violent. Football? Violent? You're right, that man is not a socialist. He's a commie!
Mr. Pulitzer, I beg of you, please. Sit still. Please.
Gentlemen, you're making Nuncio nervous. When Nuncio's nervous, I don't look pretty.
You never liked Pulitzer, Roosevelt. You wrote an editorial against him day after day when he ran for governor, and guess what? He got elected.
How am I supposed to influence voters if they're not reading my opinion?
Big photos attract readers.
Do you know how much big photos cost?
But without flashy photos or headlines, how are we supposed to sell more papers?
Gentlemen, there's an answer right before your eyes. You're just not thinking this through. Nuncio knows when he's cutting my hair. Trim a bit here and a trim a bit there. The smallest adjustment can fatten the bottom line.
Mr. Pulitzer, please.
Shaving is tricky, the razor should float. Shave too close and you may cut my throat. It's the simplest solutions that bolster the bottom line.
But how does that help us sell more papers?
We don't sell papers, silly. Newsies sell papers.
I've got it! Right now we charge the Newsies 50 cents for 100 papers.
Yes,
Duh. But if we raise the price to 60 cents per 100,
now you're getting somewhere.
a mere tenth of a penny per paper, every single newsie would have to sell 25 more papers just to earn the same amount as always.
My thoughts exactly. It's genius.
It's going to be awfully rough on those children.
Nonsense. I'll be giving them a real-life lesson in economics. I couldn't offer them a better education if they were my own. Give me a week and I'll train them to be like an army that's marching to war. Proud of themselves and so grateful to me, they'll be begging to pay even more. There's dirt on our shoes, boys, for God's sakes relax. Why throw them out? All we need is some wax. Some well-to-use barbershop lessons, but they'll see you through.
When you're stuck in the muckily fine, you'll erase any trace of decline. And a snip and a shine.
And the power of the press, yes, once again is mine. The price for the Newsies goes up in the morning. Just a few common sense. Yes, that's the bottom line.
Paper. Get your evening paper here.
Jesus. Singing to sleep, why don't you? Yeah, let me see that. Extra! Terrified flight from Boynton to Point. You heard the story right here. Thank you, miss.
You just made that up.
No, I said she heard it right here, and she did.
My father taught me not to lie.
Yeah, mine taught me not to starve.
Hey, just sold my last paper.
I've got one more.
Sell it or pay for it.
Quiet paper from a poor orphan boy.
Oh, you poor dear thing. Of course I'll buy a paper from you. Here's a dime.
Born to the breed.
So much better than school.
Don't even think it. Once Pop goes back to work, we go back to school.
All right, say, how's about we divvy up the cash and I find you guys a good place to settle down and get some food?
We actually got to get going home. Our folks are waiting on dinner.
Oh, you got folks.
Doesn't everyone?
Pop got messed up with his leg at work. Got tangled up with a work truck. They laid him off, and so now we're out here looking for work.
No, that makes sense. Too bad about your dad, though.
Why don't you come home with us for dinner? Folks would be happy to have you.
Mom's a great cook.
Thanks for the invite, but I probably have something with the fella. He's probably waiting on me right now.
Is that who you're meeting?
Run for it! Go! Slow down. We lost him.
You want to tell me why we're running?
Yeah. Luckily we caught her without seeing her. That was Snyder the Spider. She runs this underage jail for the kids called the Refuge. The more kids she brings in, the more city pays her. The one problem is, all that money goes straight into her own pocket. Alright? Do yourself and your little brother a favor. Stay away from her and the Refuge.
Hey, shoot! No kids allowed in the theater!
Not even me, Miss Meta.
Why, Mr. Jack Kelly, man of mystery, come over here and give me a hug. Oh. Where have you been with yourself lately?
Oh, never far from you, Miss Meta. Gents, I'd like to introduce Miss Meta Larkin, star of the Bowery today. She also owns the joint.
I owe you on the mortgage. Pleasure, gents.
It's a pleasure.
Hi, sport.
What's wrong with you?
Are you blind? She got no clothes on.
That's her costume.
But I can see her legs.
Step aside so he can get a better look. Theater is not only entertainment, it's educational. Got the picture, gents?
Miss Meta, do you mind if I hide out here for a while? I got a situation out on the street.
Is Snyder after you again?
Hey, Jack, did you really escape jail in the back of Teddy Roosevelt's carriage?
Yeah, and what was the governor doing at a juvenile jail?
Well, it turns out that he wanted to prove that he supported orphans and such. So while he got his mug in the paper, I got my butt in the back seat and off we rode together.
You really know the governor?
Oh, he don't, but I do. Hey, Jack, when are you going to pay me another one of these backdrops? The last one was such a doozy. And now that I'm doing well, I can pay you this tenner.
I could never take your money, Miss Meta.
You pictured that? Your friend is quite an artist.
Calm down. It's a bunch of trees.
You're really good.
He's got a natural aptitude.
Jeez, I never knew no one with an aptitude.
I'm excited for the show tonight. How about you guys?
I'm happy we actually walked in. You doing the show tonight?
Yes, I am.
Boys, you're in for a treat. She's a master at what she does.
Miss Meta, you're on.
Yeah? How am I doing? Lock the doors, boys. You're with Meta now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the star of our show, Miss Meta Larkin.
I'm doing alright for myself, folks. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise. My investments and such have all gone up so much. Seems whatever I touch starts to rise. I've got men, I've got money, and yet the thing I want most, I can't get. That feels good. I live in a mansion on Long Island Sound. I pulled up a weed that's not oil in the ground. And you're telling me you don't want me around. Now baby, that's rich. Some guys give me ermine, chinchilla, and mink. And some give me diamonds as big as a sink. But you wouldn't give me so much as a wink. Now baby, that's rich. I get candy from Andy and brandy from Scott. And Frank and Eduardo chipped in for a yacht. I get stares from the fellas and prayers from the Pope. But I ran out my luck getting stuck on some dope. Oh, hey baby, I was just talking about you. Now listen, sport, this life's too short to waste it on you. It may be rough, but soon enough I'll learn to make do with the mention, the oil, well, the diamonds, the yacht, with Andy, Eduardo, the continent, Scott, and Frank, in my bank. So spill no tears for me, 'cause there's one thing you ain't, that I'll always be. And honey, yeah, that's right, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich, that's rich. Now, gentlemen, the Bowery Beauties.
Hello again.
This is a private box.
Now, one, I should lock the door. Twice in one day. Think it's fate?
Please go away. I'm working.
Oh, a working girl. Doing what?
Reviewing the show for the New York Sun.
Hey, I work for the oil.
Somewhere out there, someone cares.
The view's better here.
Please go. I am not in the habit of speaking to strangers.
And then you're gonna make a lousy reporter. The name's Jack Kelly.
Is that what it says on your rap sheet?
A smart girl, huh? I admire smart girls. Beautiful, smart, independent.
Do you mind?
Hey, be quiet up there. You got it for free. At least pay attention.
Sorry, Meta. I got no use for moonlight or sappy poetry. Love at first sight's for suckers, at least they used to be. But girls are nice, once or twice, till I find someone new. But I never planned on no one like you.
I'm knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more. I am knocking on my door. You aren't welcome here no more.
day.
sirens kept me awake all night. Fire sirens are like lullabies to me. The louder they wail, the better the headline. And the better the headline, the better I eat. And the better I eat, the farther away from you I sleep.
Morning, everybody. Sorry we're late. We had to help our mom out with something.
They got a mother? I was gonna get me one.
What'd you do with the one you had?
He sold her for a box of cigars.
Hey,
They was Coronas. We have a father, too.
A mother and a father.
ain't we the holy Lord?
So how's it going today?
Ask me after they put up the headline.
Here it comes now.
New Newsies price, 60 cents per 100.
Is that news?
It is to me.
They jacked up the price of papes, 10 cents more a 100.
I can eat 2 days on a dime.
I'll be sleeping on the streets.
You already sleep on the streets.
In our worst neighborhood.
Hey, what are you all standing around for?
Jack, get a load of this. Like Pulitzer, don't make enough already.
Thanks for the Newsies.
Relax, fellas. It's gotta be a gag, all right?
Line up, boys.
Hey, Weasel, you really got the fellas going, all right? Hey, I'll take the usual, be on my way.
Oh, 100 will cost you 60.
I ain't paying no 60.
Oh, well, that'll make way for somebody who will.
Fine, we'll take a hike over to the joint.
Yeah. Wait. I'll save you the walk. They up their prices too.
Then we'll take our business to the sun.
Ah, it's the same all around town. A new day, new price.
Why the jack up?
Well, for them kind of answers, you gotta ask a little bit higher up in the food chain. So you buying or moving on?
Hey, come here, fellas.
They can't just do that, can they? Why not? It's their pay.
It's their world.
Ain't got no rights.
We got the right to starve. Come on, boys. Let's get our papers and hit the streets while we still can.
At them prices?
Got a choice?
Hold on, nobody's paying no nothing.
You got an idea?
Keep your shirt on, let me think this through.
What's your angle? Stop crowning him. Let the man work it out.
Hey, Jack, he's still thinking.
Of course he is.
Can't just no smoke.
All right. If we don't sell papes, nobody sells papes. Nobody gets to that window till they put the price back to where it belongs.
You mean like a strike?
You heard David, we're on strike.
Yeah! Hold on, no.
Yeah, we shut down this place just like them workers shut down the trolley.
And the cops will bust our head. Half them strikers is laid with broke bones.
No cops are gonna care about a bunch of kids, right, Davey?
Leave me out of this. I gotta feed my family.
And the rest of us is on playtime? Just because we only make pennies doesn't give them the right to rub our noses in it.
It doesn't matter. You're not a union. You can't strike.
What if I says we is?
There's a lot more stuff you have to do to become a union. Like memberships.
What do you call these guys?
And officers.
I nominate Jack president.
Gee, I'm touched.
How about a statement of purpose?
Yeah, must have left that on my other pants.
Hey, Jack. What's his statement of purpose?
It's the reason for forming the union.
What reason did the trolley workers have?
I don't know. Wages, work hours, safety on the job.
Well, who don't need that?
Yeah.
Hey, I bet if your father was in a union, you wouldn't be out here selling papes right now, would you? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so our union is hereby formed to watch each other's backs. Union we stand. Hey, that's pretty good. Somebody write that down.
I got a pencil.
Well, meet our Secretary of State.
Yeah.
All right, well, next.
Well, you want to strike, the membership's got to vote.
All right, then, let's vote. The choice is yours. Do we roll over and let Pulitzer pick our pockets, or do we strike? Strike! Yeah, you heard the voice of the membership. The Newsies of Lower Manhattan are now officially on strike. What next?
Wouldn't your strike be more effective if somebody in charge knew about it?
It'd be a pleasure to tell Weasel myself.
Yeah. All right. And who tells Pulitzer? Davey?
I don't know. I guess you do, Mr. President.
We do. So, what do we tell him?
The newspaper owners need to learn to respect our rights as employees.
Yeah, Pulitzer and Hearst gotta respect the working kids in his city.
They can't just change the rules when they want.
Yeah, we do the work, so we deserve a say.
We've got a union.
Yeah!
Pulitzer and Hearst, they think we're nothing. Are we nothing?
No!
They need to learn we're not enslaved to them. We're free agents.
Pulitzer and Hearst, they think they got us. Do they got us?
No!
We're a union now. The Newsboys Union. And we mean business.
Even though we ain't got hats or badges, we're a union just by saying so. And the world will know.
What's to stop other kids coming along and selling our papes?
Just let him try.
We can't beat up on other kids. We have to stick through this together.
What's it gonna take to stop the wagons? Are we ready?
Yeah!
What's it gonna take to stop the scabbers? Can we do it?
Yeah!
We'll do what we gotta do until we break the will of mighty Bill and Joe. And the world will know, and the journal too. Mr. Hearst and Pulitzer, have we got news for you? See, the world don't know what they gotta pay. To the hawking headlines will be making up today. And our ranks will grow, it will keep them real. Yeah! And the world will know that we've been here. When the circulation bell starts ringing, will we hear it? No! When the lanterns come out swinging, will we hear it? No! When they got 100 voices singing, will we hear a lousy whistle blow? And the world will know that this ain't no game. Now we got a ton of running fruit and perfect thing. So they gave them work, but it ain't worth beans. And they gotta see what's on the press
Over here.
That'll be 2 cents.
2 cents for a glass of seltzer. I'll just have a water.
How did I ever see that coming?
I say we launched our strike in the most auspicious manner.
I don't know about that, but we sure scared the bejeebus out of Winslow.
See the Lancey brothers? They didn't know which way was up.
All right, what next?
Well, now we gotta spread the word to the rest of the Newsies of New York.
You heard the man. Let's split up. Let the rest of the city know. All right.
I'll take Harlem.
I got Midtown.
I got the Bowery.
I got Bronx.
All right. Specs, you take Queens. Tommy Boy, you got the East Side. And who wants Harlem? No, you got Harlem, right? Brooklyn. That's the one. Who wants Brooklyn? Come on, Brooklyn. Spot Conlon's type. Finch, are you telling me you're scared of Brooklyn?
I ain't scared of no turf, but that spot Conlon gets me a little jittery.
All right. Me and Dave, you'll take Brooklyn.
Wait, me? I have to go to Brooklyn?
Why is everyone so afraid of Brooklyn?
What are you doing here?
Asking a question. You got an answer?
Brooklyn is the 6th largest city in the world. You got Brooklyn, you got the motherlode. You know, for someone who works for the sun, you spend an awful lot of time here at the world. So, what's that about? You following me?
The only thing I'm following is a story. A ragtag gang of ragamuffins look to take on the kingmakers of New York. So, what do you say? Think you stand a chance?
Shouldn't you be at the ballet?
Oh, question too difficult? I'll rephrase. Will the richest and most powerful men of New York even give the time of day to a group of kids who haven't even got a nickel to their name?
Hey, you don't gotta be insulting. I got a nickel.
I guess you'd say you're a couple of Davids looking to take on Goliath.
We never said that.
Oh, you didn't have to. I did.
You know, I've seen a lot of newspapers in my time, and I ain't never known no good reporter.
Wake up to the new century. The game's changing. How about an exclusive interview?
Ain't your beat entertainment?
This is entertaining, so far.
What was the last news story you wrote?
What was the last strike you organized?
Hey, you're out of your league, Kelly. Me thinks the lady needs to be handled by a real man.
You think's wrong, Romeo.
Oh, how'd you know my name?
I say we save our exclusive for a real reporter.
Do you see anyone else giving you the time of day? Okay, yes, I may just be busting out of the social pages, but give me the exclusive, let me run your story, and I promise I'll give you the space.
You really think we could be in the papers?
Shut down a paper like The World and you'll be making the front page.
You want a story? Come to the circulation gate tomorrow morning and bring a camera, because you're going to want to snap a picture of this.
Yeah. Let's go, boys. Play outside. I got paying customers that need the table.
Come on, we got Newsies to visit.
Yeah, you won't be showing us off when we got our butts in the face.
That's right.
The world will know we've been keeping score. Either they gives us our rights or we gives them a war. We've been down too long and we paid our dues. And the things we do today will be tomorrow's news. And the die is cast and the torch is passed and the world will rise. Our roots will grow and grow and so the world will feel the fire and finally know.
Come on, Les, folks are waiting.
So, what's your story? You selling papes to work your way through art school?
Oh, that's cool? You kidding me?
But you're an artist. You've got real talent. You should be inside the paper illustrating, not outside hawking it.
Well, maybe that ain't what I want.
So tell me what you want.
Can't you see it in my eyes?
Have you always been their leader?
I'm a blowhard. Davey is the brains.
Modesty is not a quality I would have pinned on you.
You got a name?
Catherine. Plumber.
What's the matter? Ain't you sure?
Oh, it's my byline, the name I publish under. So tell me about tomorrow. What are you hoping for?
I'd rather tell you what I'm hoping for tonight.
Mr. Kelly!
Today, we stopped the Newsies from delivering the papers, but the wagons still delivered to the rest of the city. Tomorrow, we stop the wagons.
Are you scared?
Do I look scared? But ask me again tomorrow morning.
Good answer. Good night, Mr. Kelly.
Well, where you going? It ain't even supper time.
I'll see you in the morning. And off the record, good luck.
Hey, plumber. Write it good. We both got a lot riding on you.
You heard the man.
Write it good.
Write it good or it's back to wheezing your way through the flower show. No pressure. Let's go. Newsies, stop the world! Little hyperbole never hurt anyone. With all eyes fixed on the trolley strike, there's a new battle brewing in the city. And if I could just write about it. Oh, come on, Catherine, those boys are counting on you. No, you poor boys. Write what you know, so they say. All I know is I don't know what to write or the right way to write it. This is big, lady, don't screw it up. This is not some little odd hill I'm reviewing. Poor little kids versus rich, greedy, sour pussies. Huh, it's a cinch. It can practically write itself, and let's pray it does. Cause if I may have mentioned, I have no clue what I'm doing. Am I insane? This is what I've been waiting for. Well, that plus the screaming of 10 angry editors. A girl? It's a girl. How the hell? Is that even legal? Look, just go and get her. Not only that, there's a story behind the story. Thousands of children exploited, invisible. Speak up, take a stand, and there's someone to write about it. That's how things get better. Give life's little guy some ink, and when it dries, just watch what happens. Those kids will live and breathe right on the page, and once they're center stage, you watch what happens. And who's there with her camera and her pen as boys turn into men? The storm floodgates, and then just watch what happens when they do. A modern-day David is poised to take on the rich and powerful Goliath. With the swagger of one twice his age, armed with a few nuggets of truth, Jack Kelly stands tall to face the behemoth Pulitzer. Picture a handsome, heroically charismatic, plain-spoken, no, nothing skirt-chasing, cocky little son of a lie down with dogs, and you wake up with a raise and a promotion. So he's a flirt, a complete egomaniac. The fact is he's also the face of the strike. But face the fact, that's the face that could save us all from sinking in the ocean. Like someone said, power tends to corrupt an absolute power. Wait, we corrupt
Don't got a clue.
Hey, well, you seen Spot Conlon, right? What did he say?
Oh, sure, we seen him.
Yeah, him and about 20 of his gang.
And then Brooklyn kids is big.
So, they with us?
Well, that depends on how you look at it. If you look and see Brooklyn, then they're with us.
Yeah, they wanted to see we wouldn't fall into first sign of trouble.
Are we?
We are not. There's us and the Harlem.
Not so fast, boss. Harlem wants to know what Brooklyn's gonna do.
What about Queens?
Queens will be right there backing us up.
You see? I told you.
As soon as we get the nod from Brooklyn.
I got the same fisheye in Midtown.
Say, Oscar, looks like I got some fun information about a strike happening here later today. Not that I'm complaining. My school must be armed and use a day of rest.
Are we doing the right thing?
Sure we are.
Maybe we ought to put this off a couple of days.
No, we can't. Jack, say something. Tell them if we back down now, they'll never listen to us again.
Davey's right. We can't back down now. No matter who does or doesn't show. Like it or not, this is where we take a stand.
How about we just don't show for work? That'll send a message.
They'll just replace us. They need to see us stand our ground. Come on, Davey.
Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Minute by minute, that's how you win it. We will find a way, but let us seize the day.
Hey, Jack, look what I made. Neat, huh? Strike!
That's great. That's beautiful.
Hey, don't be so quick to judge. Maybe Pulitzer will see out his window and feel sorry for us.
Hey, Specs, any sign of reinforcements?
None, boss.
Dave.
Courage cannot erase our fear. Courage is when we face our fear. Tell those with power, safe in their tower, we will not obey. Behold the great battalion that stands side by side, too few in number and too proud to hide, and say to the others who did not follow through, you're still our brothers and we will fight for you. Now is the time to seize the day. Stare down the odds and seize the day. Once we've begun, if we stand as one, someday become somehow, and a prayer becomes a vow, and the strike starts here right now.
Well, the sun is up, the birds are singing. It's a beautiful day for cracking some skulls.
Are you working or are you trespassing? What's your pleasure?
Who are they?
Scabs. Who do you think?
If they think they can just waltz in here and take a job.
We can handle them!
Yeah!
Boys!
We can't beat up on other kids, Jack!
Hey! I taught you better than that. Fellas, I know somebody put you up to this. Probably paid you some extra money too, huh? Well, it's not right. Pulitzer thinks we are gutter rats with no respect for nothing, not even each other. Is that who we are? When we stab each other in the back, then yeah, that's who we are. But if we stand together, we can change the whole game. And it ain't just about us. All over this city, there are boys and girls who ought to be going to school and playing, but instead they are slaving to support them and their folks. Ain't no crime being poor. No, none of us complains that the work we do is hard. All we ask He's a square deal. So for the sake of every kid in every sweatshop, factory, and slaughterhouse in this city, I beg you, throw down your papes and join the strike.
Please.
learn the lesson.
Newsies! Get 'em! line. Newsies crushed as bulls attack. Crutchy's calling me dumb crips just too damn slow. Guys are fighting, bleeding, falling. Thanks to good old Captain Jack. Captain Jack just wants to close his eyes and die. Let me go far away, somewhere they won't never find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of today. When the city's finally sleeping and the moon looks old and gray, I get on a train that's bound for Santa Fe. And I'm gone, and I'm done. No more running, no more lying, no more fat old men denying me my pay. Just a moon so big and yellow, it turns night right into day. Dreams come true, yeah they do, Santa Fe. Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break? Why do you only take what you're given? Why can you spend your whole life living trapped where there ain't no future? Even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life don't seem to suit you, how about a change of scene? Far from the lousy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can't spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let 'em laugh at my face, I don't care. Set my face. I'll be there. Just be real is all I'm asking. Not some pain in my head. 'Cause I'm dead if I can count on you today. I got nothing if I ain't got Santa
Where's me?
Wait till my father gets a load of this. Won't be last in the tub tonight.
You really got us in the paper.
You got yourselves in the page.
Newsies stop the world. Now that's a headline even Nelma can sell. What else you got?
Mine's the only story that ran. Pulitzer declared a blackout on all strike news, so even I'm shut down now. I heard they arrested Crutchy. Did they get Jack too?
Well, the Delancey's are spreading the story. He took it on the lam, first sight of the cops.
Jack don't run from no fight.
Take it down, shortstop. I'm just reporting the news.
For jumping Jack's sake, can you stall this curiosity long enough to drink in the moment? I'm famous.
Yeah, what of it?
Are you stupid or what? When you're famous, the world's your oyster.
You what?
Huh? Your oyster. Your oyster, the fancy clam with the boil inside. Oyster.
So how much is being paid in this thing?
You don't need money when you're famous. They give you whatever you want, friends.
Such as?
A pair of new shoes with matching laces.
A permanent box at the shoes and races.
Draw me on rye with a sour pickle.
My personal foot flower and nickel. Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring right at you while to this statue.
Nothing without the mucks, getty mucks. I'm blowing my dough and going deluxe.
And there I be, hey, I'm pretty, it's my city, I'm the king. I saw you go watch with the chain foot twirl. My very own bed and an indoor tournament. A lot of shots on back off the bottom.
A regular beat for the star reporter.
And Spray Punk, she's the king of New York. I'm the king of New York. He was some pale and pitiful. Bunch of wet noodles, Pulitzer strudels. Almost about to drown in the drink when she fished us out and drowned us in ink. So let's get drunk. Yeah! With liquor, worse quicker when you're king of New York.
I gotta be either dead or dreaming. Look at that page with my face beaming. Tomorrow they may wrap fishes in it, but I was a star for one whole minute.
Maybe Sister Ivy is hidden. She's back.
Dear Jack, greetings from the refuge. How are you? I'm okay. Guess I wasn't much help yesterday. Schneider soaked me real good with my crutch. Oh yeah, Jack, this is crutchy by the way. Is it God's? There's rude. They say jump more, you jump or you're screwed. But the food ain't so badly so far, 'cause so far they brought us no food. Ha ha. I miss the rooftops, sleeping right out in the open and not fit out in the sky. There's a cool breeze blowing even in July. Any
secret escape plan I got. Tie the sheets to the bed, toss the end out the window, climb down and then take off like a shot. Maybe though, not tonight. I ain't slept and my legs still ain't right. Hey, but bullets he's going down. And then Jack, I was thinking we might just go like you were saying. Where it's clean and pretty, with no buildings in our way. And you're riding Palominos every day. Once that train makes, damn this place, I'll be fine, good as new. But there's one thing I need you to do. On the rooftops you said that a family looks out for each other. So you tell all the fellas for me to protect one another. And your friend, your best friend, your brother, Crutchy.
You in there, pipe down! Here's the money I owe you for the first back job, plus this one. And just a little extra because I'm gonna miss you so.
Meda?
Jack. Just tell me you're not just running away again.
Does it matter?
Well, when you run away, you never find the right place. But when you're going somewhere and you don't like that place, you can always go somewhere else.
How's about telling a fella you're alive?
I'll leave you with your friend.
Where were you? I couldn't find you anywhere.
Ever think I didn't want to be found?
Is that a real place? That Santa Fe? Did you see the paper? We made the front page. Above the fold. Oh yeah, above the fold. Good for you. Everybody's wanting to meet the famous Jack Kelly. Even Spot Conlon sent a guy to say, next event, you can count on Brooklyn. How's that?
We got stomped into the ground.
Okay, so they took round one. But I say our fight is far from over.
Every newsie who could walk was out there selling papes like the strike never happened.
I know. And I was one of them. I got a family to feed. If I stop selling papes, they're gonna starve.
Save your breath. I get it. It's hopeless.
But then I saw Weasel's face. He was nervous. Actually nervous, and I walked away. So did a lot of other kids, too. And that's what you call a beginning.
There he is, just like I said.
Oh, for the love of God, what's a guy gotta do to get away from you people?
There's no escaping us, pal. We're inevitable.
So what's the story? Can we have the theater?
Pipe down, I haven't asked him yet.
Well, what's the holdup? I need to let my girl know we've got a date.
Your girl?
You heard me. I've been swatting away skirts all morning. Famous one intoxicating potion. And this here girl, Sally, she's a plum.
Ways, you wrote a great story.
You look like hell. Hey, Jack, who's that supposed to be?
It's Santa Fe.
Oh, come on, Jack. This whole go west young man thing is getting pretty tired. Even Horace Greeley moved back to New York.
Yeah, he did. And then he died.
Ain't reporters supposed to be non-partisan?
Ask a reporter. Pulitzer had me blacklisted from every news desk in town.
Can we table the palaver and get back to business? Won't Meta let us have the theater?
That's what I was trying to tell you. We want to hold a citywide meeting where every newsie has a say. And we do it after working hours too, so nobody loses a day's pay. Is that smart?
Smart enough to get you committed to a padded room.
Oh, so the guy who's painted places that he's never seen before is calling us crazy?
You want to see a place I've seen? Fine. Have a look at this. Newsies Square. Filled to overflowing with failure thanks to my big mouth. Kids hurt, others arrested.
Lighten up. No one died.
Is that what you were aiming for? Call me a quitter, call me a coward. There is no way in hell I'm putting kids back in danger.
We're doing something no one's even done before. How could this not be dangerous?
Specs brought me a note from Crutchy from the refuge. I went up to the fire escape to see him. They busted him up so bad, he couldn't even get to the window. What if he don't make it? What if? Are you willing to shoulder that for what, 1/10 of a penny per page?
It's not about the pennies. You said it yourself. If my father had been in the union, we wouldn't be in this mess right now.
If I wanted a sermon, I'd show up for church.
Tell me how quitting does Crutchy any good. Exactly. So here's how it goes once we win, and we will be winning, make no mistake.
What?
We're already winning.
Right.
And we'll tell them straight out they let Crutchy go or they keep getting pounded.
Dave, what the hell? Did they bust up your brains or something? As I recall, Dave, we all got our asses kicked. They won.
Won the battle.
Right.
Jack, think about it. We've got them surrounded.
Here's what I think. Joe's a joy. He's a rattlesnake.
You're right. And you know why a snake starts to rattle?
No, why?
Because he's scared.
Sure.
Go and look it up. The poor guy's head is spinning. Why would he send for the goons? An entire army, dozens of goons and the cops.
And you know, you may be right.
Thank you, God.
He wasn't afraid.
Exactly.
He knows we're winning.
Get those kids to see we're circling victory and watch what happens.
We're doing something no one's even tried. And yes, we're terrified, but watch what happens. You can't undo the past,
So just move on and stay on track.
'cause Humpty Dumpty is about to crack.
We've got faith,
We've got the plan.
we've got Jack.
So just watch what happens. We're back.
And I've got a date.
But I've read your editorials, Mr. Pulitzer. How can you express so much sympathy for the trolley workers and yet have none for the Newsies?
Because the trolley workers are striking for a fair contract. The Newsies are striking against me.
Well, I'd spare you the embarrassment if I could, but the burlesque house is private property.
You can't order a raid without legal cause.
Mr. Mayor, with the fact that this rally was organized by an escaped convict, be enough to shut it down?
An escaped convict.
A fugitive from one of your own institutions, an escaped thief, wreaking mischief on our law-abiding community. Snyder, which one is he?
That one there, Jack Kelly.
And how do you know this boy?
His is not a pleasant story. He was first sentenced to my refuge for loitering and vagrancy, but his total disregard for authority has made him a frequent visitor.
You called him a thief and escaped convict.
Yes, I caught him myself red-handed trafficking stolen food and clothes. He was last sentenced to 6 months in my refuge, but the willful ruffian escaped.
Should be doing the city a great service moving this criminal from the streets.
If that is the case, then we can bring him in quietly. And
what good would quiet do me? I would have public example made of him!
Mr. Pulitzer, the boy Jack Kelly is here.
Here?
Just outside. He's asked to see you.
Ask and ye shall be received. Snyder, if you please, sit. And stay.
Mr. Jack Kelly.
Gentlemen, ladies.
Which Jack Kelly is this? The charismatic union organizer or petty thief and escaped convict?
Which one gives us more in common? Eh?
It's a bad taste for someone crawling for mercy.
Crawling? No, that's a laugh. No, it seems that a few hundred of your employees are rallying to discuss recent agreements, and I only thought it fair if I came to you and asked if you wanted to state your case straight to the fellas. So, what say you, Joe? Want me to save you a spot in the bill?
You are shameless and disrespectful creatures, I was told. You know what I was doing when I was your age, boy? I was fighting a war.
Yeah? How'd that turn out for you?
Taught me a lesson that shaped my life. You don't win a war on the battlefield, it's the headline that crowns the victor.
I'll keep that in mind when New York wakes up to front page photos of our rally.
Rally till the cows come home. Not a paper in town will publish a word. It's not in the papers, it never happened.
You know, you may think you run the city, but there are some of us who can't be bullied. Even some reporters.
This is the one you made you yesterday's news. Talented girl, what did you say?
Yeah, I'll let her know you said so.
There's no need. She can hear for herself. Can't you, darling? I trust you know my daughter, Catherine. Yes, my daughter. Mary must be wondering why the nom de plume, and why doesn't my daughter work for me? Good questions. You see, I offered her a life of wealth and leisure, and she chose to pursue a career. She was showing real promise, too, until this recent lapse. But you're done with that now, aren't you, darling?
Jack,
No, don't trouble the kid with your problems right now, dearest. Mr. Kelly has a playful of his own right now. What did you say, Snyder?
Hello, Jack.
Oh, don't you feel a news technique? Now let me offer you an alternate scenario. You attend this rally. You speak against this hopeless strike. Now see that your criminal record is expunged, and your pockets filled with enough cash to carry on a first-class train compartment from New York to New Mexico and beyond. You did say you wanted to travel west, didn't you?
There ain't a person in this room who don't know you stink.
And if they know me, they know I don't care. Mark my words, boy. If I renounce it, you and every one of your friends are locked up in the refuge. I know you're just a tough guy. It's not right for that little crippled boy in conditions like that. And what about your pal Davey, his little brother, ripped from their families and tossed to the rats? Will they ever be able to thank you enough? Time's running out, kid. So what do you say? Cowboy or convict, I win either way. Your abject surrender was always the bottom line. Gentlemen, escort our guest to the cellars where I reflect in solitude. Too bad you no job, Jack, but you did resign. Too bad you no family, but you can't have mine. Be glad you're alive, boy, I'd say that's the bottom line.
like the Pied Piper, you knew what to play.
Till those kids all believed you were right.
Lucky for them, all the twerk got away.
They may not be so lucky tonight.
your pair of brass knuckles.
You can sleep right here on this old printing press. Now that there is fur. Welcome, Newsies of New York. Welcome to my theater and your revolution.
Let's give it up for Spot Conlon in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah! Newsies United. Let's see what Pulitzer has to say to you now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Davey, where's Jack?
Oh, kid, no sign of him yet. Looks like you're doing a solo.
Jack!
South New York! Look at what we've done! We've got every working kid from every pape in every neighborhood here tonight. Tonight, we make history.
Yeah!
They're gonna learn that we're just as much as part of the newspaper as any reporter or editor.
Yeah!
We're done being treated like kids. From now on, we'll be treated as equals.
Want to be talked to like an adult, start acting like one. Don't just run your mouth. Make some goddamn sense.
And here's Jack.
All right. Pulitzer. Raise the price of papes without so much as a word to us, and that was a lousy thing to do. So we got mad. We showed them we ain't gonna be pushed around. So we go on strike. Then what happens? Pulitzer lowers the price of papes, so we goes back to work. But what happens after that? What if he raises the prices back up again? And again after that? Fellas, we gotta be realistic. We don't work, we don't get paid. How long can you go without making money? However long, I assure you, Pulitzer can go longer. But I have spoken to Mr. Pulitzer, and he has given me his word that if we disband the union, he will not raise prices for another 2 years. He will even put it in writing. I say we take the deal, knowing that our price is secure. All we have to do is vote no on the strike. How'd you get in here?
Spec showed me.
Yeah? Say you can go through my stuff?
I saw it rolled up over there sticking out. I didn't know what they were. These drawings. They're drawings of the refuge, aren't they? Is this what it's like? 3 boys to a bed, rats everywhere, and vermin?
Yeah, a little different from where you were raised.
Snyder told my father you were arrested for stealing food and clothing. This is why, isn't it? You stole it to feed those boys. Look, I don't understand. If you were willing to go to jail for them, how could you turn your back on them now?
Oh, you are no one to be talking about turning on folks.
I never turned on you or anyone else.
No, you just double-crossed us to your father. Your father!
My father has eyes on every corner of this city. He doesn't need me spying for him. And besides, I never lied. I just didn't tell you everything.
Oh, if you weren't a girl, you'd be talking with a fist in your mouth.
I told you I worked for the Sun, and I did. I told you my professional name is Plumber, and it is. You never asked for my real one.
Well, I didn't know I had to unless I was dealing with a backstabber.
And if I was a boy, you'd be looking at me through one swollen eye.
Well, don't let that stop you. Take your best shot.
I need to know you didn't cave for the money.
I spoke the truth. You win a fight when you got the other guy on the ground eating pavement. You hurt your father. No matter how long we keep the strike going, he goes longer. I don't know what to do.
But I do.
Yeah, right?
Really, Jack? Really? Only you can have a good idea?
I didn't say anything.
Right now would be a good time to shut up. Being boss doesn't mean you have all the right answers. It just means you have the brains to recognize the right one when you see it.
I'm listening.
Good for you. The strike was your idea and the rally was Davy's. Now my idea is going to bring us home. Deal with it.
The Children's Crusade.
For the sake of all the kids at every sweatshop, slaughterhouse, and factory, I beg of you, join us. With those words, you stopped the strike from being just about the newsboys. You challenged an entire generation to stand up and demand a place at the table.
The Children's Crusade?
Oh, come on, Jack. If we publish this, my words with one of your drawings, and if every worker under the age of 21 read it and stayed home from work, or better yet, came to Newsies Square, a general citywide strike, even my father couldn't ignore that.
There's only one problem. We got no way to print it.
Oh, come on, there's got to be one printing press my father doesn't control.
Oh, no.
What?
I know where there's a printing press that no one would ever think we'd use.
Then what are we just standing around here for?
No, wait, stop. What's this about? I don't mean the Children's Crusade. What's this about? Am I kidding myself or is there something?
Well, of course there is.
Well, don't say it like it happens every day.
Jack.
Stop, no. I know that girls like you don't end up with guys like me. I'm not stupid. But standing here tonight, I don't want nothing you say, you're just gonna take back later. All right? Looking at you, I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna come and change everything. If there was a way I could just hold on to something, make time stop, just so I could keep looking at you.
You snuck up on me, Jack Kelly. I didn't even see it coming.
For sure?
For sure. The moment I found you, I thought I knew what love was. Now I'm learning what is true, that love will do what it does. The world finds ways to sting you, and then one day decides to bring you something to believe in. For even a night, one night maybe forever, but that's alright, that's alright. I never thought tomorrow, what was I still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believed in me.
We was never meant to meet, and then we meet. Who knows why? One more stranger on the street, just someone sweet passing by. An angel come to save me, who didn't even know she gave me something to believe in, for even a day. One day, maybe forever, but that's okay, that's okay. And if I'm not tomorrow, what was ours still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me. Do you know what I believe in? Look into my eyes and see. If things were different,
Yeah, if you weren't going to Santa Fe,
and if you weren't an heiress, and if your father wasn't after my head,
you're not really scared of my father.
no, I am pretty scared of you though.
Don't be.
And if I'm gone tomorrow,
What was I still will be. I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
I have something to believe in, now that I know you believe in me.
Here are the keys.
Jeez, you have enough keys here to unlock the entire building. Has somebody been picking Daddy's pockets?
The janitor's been working with us since he was 10, and he hasn't had a raise since. He's with us 100%.
Hey Dave, you bring enough folks to keep the fellas covered?
We could hold a hoe down here and nobody would know the wiser.
Good job.
It's good to have you back.
Shut up.
Well, here she is, boys. Just think, while my father snores blissfully, we will be using his very own printing press to bring him down.
Yeah, remind me to stay on your good side.
Is this really what the tapes on?
Yeah, I can see why they told us to go down to the cellar, but I think she'll do the job.
Jack, this is Darcy. She knows everything there is to know about printing.
Oh, you work for one of the papes.
My father owns the Trib.
Whoa.
And this is Bill. He'll be typesetting the article for us.
Bill. So I suppose you're the son of William Randolph Hearst, huh?
And proud to be part of your revolution.
Ain't that something?
In the words of the little one, can we table the palaver and get back to business?
A bit of grease and she'll be good as gold.
Alright, so here's how it'll work. Well, once we start printing the papes, Race, you let the fellas in. They'll spread them to every working kid in New York. After that?
After that, it's up to them. There's change coming once and for all. It makes the front page, and then you is major news. Tomorrow they'll see what we are, and sure as the start, we ain't come this far to lose.
Here they come!
This is the storm we needed to ride as we kept outside the door. In a few hours, my daughters will be like, we'll be ready to fight us a war. This time we're in it to stay, talking about seizing the day.
Writing in ink or in blood, it's the same either way. You're gonna damn well pay.
They call us a song in his head, he don't care if we're dead or alive. He's having bills are under his head while he's begging for bread to survive. Sure, you can stop counting sheep. We're gonna sink in a sleep. Then while he stews, we'll be lighting the fuse with a promise he's aching to keep.
Once and for all, and they don't mind the manners, we'll bleed on.
Once and for all, we will carry no banners at all.
Freedom. Finally, we's raising the stakes. This time, whatever it takes. This time, the union awakes. Once and for all.
In the wise words of Union leader Jack Kelly, we will work with you. We will even work for you. We will be treated and paid as valuable members of your organization. Riveting stuff, huh?
Get going, you got a very important man to see.
Fingers crossed.
For us too.
This is for kids shining shoes on the street with no shoes on their feet every day. This is for guys sweating blood in the shots while the bosses and cops look away. I'm seeing kids standing tall, wearing and raring the ball. Armies of guys who are sick of the lines, getting ready to rise to the call. Once and for all, there'll be blood on the wall if they doubt us. They think they're running this town, but this town will shut down without
sorry, but Hill. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Silence those phones.
The entire city is shut down. No one is working anywhere, and everyone is blaming you.
They're all calling the mayor, the publishers, the manufacturers, and such language. You can't just barge in.
Morning, gents.
You're behind this. We had a deal.
Yes, and it came with a money-back guarantee. And thank you for letting me know about the powers of the press.
Did you see this, boss? These kids put out a pretty good paper. It's very convincing.
No doubt written by my daughter.
Yeah, I'd sign her up before somebody grabs her.
I demand to know who defined my ban on printing stripe material.
Hey, we are your loyal employees. We would never take our business elsewhere.
I made you an offer of a lifetime. Any man who does not act in his own self-interest is a fool.
And what's that make you? This all began because you wanted to sell more papers. Now your circulation's down 70%. Why didn't you just come talk to us?
Oh, I got this one. Because, Davey, my boy, Pulitzer doesn't talk to nobodies like us. But a very, very wise reporter told me that you don't have to have all the answers, just the smarts enough to snatch up the right one when you hears it. New York is paralyzed. You can't get a paper or a shoe shine. You can't cross the Brooklyn Bridge. Hell, you can't get out of your own office. So what's your next move?
Mr. Pulitzer! The mayor is here, along with your daughter. Oh, and you won't believe who else.
Good morning, Mr. Pulitzer. I think you know the governor.
Governor Roosevelt?
Joseph. What have you done now?
Certainly hear my explanation.
Thanks to Miss Meta Larkin bringing your daughter by my office, I already have a thorough grasp on the situation, graphic illustrations included. Bully is usually the term I employ to show approval, but in your case, I simply mean bully. Now, Meta, was this the boy of whom you spoke? How are you, son? I'm told we once shared a carriage ride.
The pleasure's mine, Mr. Governor.
Well, Joe, don't just stand there, letting those children sing endlessly. Give them the good news.
What good news?
That you've come to your senses and rolled back prices. Unless, of course, you want to invite a full state Senate investigation into your employment practices. After the pressure you wielded to keep me from office, I do it with a smile. Besides, think of all the happiness you bring those children. He doesn't do happiness, does he?
Mr. Kelly, I may speak to you alone.
Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. You got this.
I cannot put the prices back to where they were. Sorry, I can't. There are other considerations.
No, I got it. You gotta save face in front of everybody else. I'm young. I'm not stupid.
Thank you for understanding.
But I got constituents with a legitimate gripe.
What if I reduce the rates by having it the others do the same? It's a compromise we can all live with.
But you eat our losses. Anything that we can't sell, you buy back, full price.
That was never on the table. Once you stop Newsies from taking hundreds of papers that they can't sell, my costs would explode.
What kind of Newsies gonna haul around papers you can't sell? But if you could take a couple extra with no risk, then your circulation might begin to grow.
It's a compromise we can all live with.
It's not a bad petty ground on your shoulders.
Deal?
That's disgusting.
It's just the price of doing business. now Governor Theodore Roosevelt himself.
Every generation must, at the height of its power, step aside and allow the young to share the day. You have laid your claim on our world, and the future, I believe, in your hands, will be bright and prosperous. And those drawings of yours, they bring another matter to bear. Officers, if you please.
Hey, everybody look, it's Roger!
Hey, you fellas, you miss me?
Yeah, of course we did!
And look what I got you. A gift straight from the refuge. Bring them in.
Hey, it's Snyder's
She ain't looking so tough now, is she?
Jack, your drawings have made an eloquent argument for shutting down the refuge. Be assured that Mrs. Snyder's abuses will be fully investigated. Officers, take her away.
Your Highness, may I do the honors?
Of course.
You gotta be joking. And you'll be laughing all the way to the pen, little man. So long, sucker.
Thank you, Governor.
You know, I can't help but wonder if one of those drawings was enough to convince the government to shut down the refuge. Or a daily political cartoon here to expose the dealings of our own government backers. You say, Teddy, could have this young man's artistry shine a lantern behind your closed doors.
It's all right, Gov. With the strike being settled, I ought to hit the road.
Don't you get tired of singing the same old tune? What's Santa Fe got that New York ain't? Cactuses?
Better yet, what's New York got that Santa Fe ain't?
New York's got us and we're family.
Didn't I hear something about the strike being settled?
Thanks for the newsies. Line up, boys.
Come along, Governor. Shove the backseat of your carriage. I've heard so much about.
Well, what are you just standing around here for? Don't you got a union to run? And besides, didn't someone just offer you a pretty exciting job?
Me work for your father?
You already work for my father.
Oh, yeah.
And besides, you've got one more ace up your sleeve.
Yeah, what's that?
Me. Wherever you go, I'll be right by your side.
For sure?
For sure.
Don't take much to be a dreamer. All you do is close your eyes. But a made-up world is all you'll ever see. Now my eyes is finally open, and my dreams they's oversized. But don't much matter if you ain't with me.
So, Jack, you in or you out?
Newsies. And if you would stay in your seat just for one more moment, we have one more surprise for you.